And the Marketing Man Moskal here, and we're talking about email marketing, specifically when a lead turns into a liability, and also some re-engagement campaigns. So the first point we want to hit on is the experts say a lead is hot, really hot, for about 90 days. And if this is the first video you're catching, we're going to put a link in the description below to our full playlist. This is part 13. So you have 90 days. In those first 90 days, you really want to send a lot of information and a lot of relevant information. You don't want to just keep banging on the door, but you do want to give them everything they need to know. And sometimes this does include sending more than one message on one day. Like I've said in other videos, look at your numbers. If you notice that a lot of people are unsubscribing when you send them 2 messages in a day, it's probably a good idea to stop doing that. And vice versa, if you notice that you have a lot more people engaging when you send 2 messages in the same day, it's probably a good idea to do that a little bit more often, or at least test these things. The numbers and the results don't lie. Let's talk about re-engagement campaigns. There's some cool ways. And provided that you have good information, please, there's a really good email message you can send where you put the obligation on your list. You say, look, it's been 3 months now. I've given you all sorts of gold with all these tips, information, secrets, and you have to give away good information in order to do this really effectively. But then go on to say, what's the problem? Why aren't you taking action? If there's something wrong, go ahead and unsubscribe to my list, because that way it's one less expense you have, or go ahead and buy my list, or buy my whatever it is that you're selling, or buy my product or service, or take advantage of this offer. From the folks we've talked to, we've been doing this stuff since 2006. Some folks say this is one of their most profitable emails in their full campaign, because you put that obligation and that burden on them, especially if you have been providing good information. And one side tip with that is, if you're selling something for $3,000, it might be a good idea to offer a couple different products at a couple different price points through those 90 days with a couple different campaigns and types of email messages and stuff. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to put some more, but putting that obligation on your list and your customers is really good. And if you notice, one great way to control some of your expenses, and this is something I neglected for years, but when you find some people will never open your message at some point in time, whether it's 3 years or 6 months, you may want to go in and delete that person from your list. In addition, delete all your unsubscribes, because you're still paying to carry that information every single month. So if you have 100 or maybe 500 or 5,000 unsubscribes, you're still paying for them. Stop paying for them and just delete them off your list, please. So this is Dan Moskal. This is part 13. We're going to include a link to the full other 12 steps in the description below. We've got another 14th video. We're going to talk about email services just briefly coming up next. Please visit danmoskaluniversity.com. We'll include a link in the description below to an article for some more email marketing tips. And while you're there, please sign up for our free newsletter. We've got a free report for you, and we're doing all sorts of cool training events on a regular basis. And if you want, we'll even do a live email marketing training event, and we're here to answer your questions with this stuff. So please don't hesitate to ask. We've also written a book, Email Marketing That Works, so you don't have to, that really shows you all the ins and outs of all the things we've learned since 2006, including all the vast knowledge we gained from running a national television commercial on DirecTV, airing our own infomercial on ESPN, MTV, VH1, DirecTV, A&E, and many more cable TV stations. So please keep up with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit danmoskaluniversity.com and grab a copy of our book. We have 4 others also available at Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, also in the audiobook, and Barnes & Noble, and Nook, and the Kindle. We'll talk soon. Have a great afternoon.